Welcome, sweet friend. It's Ashley Clarke with Earthkeeper Yoga, and I'm here once again in my studio here in Birmingham, Alabama, and I welcome you to a gentle yoga practice. For today's class, I invite you to have a couple of yoga blocks as well as your trusty blanket or beach towel. That should be all that you need for the day. If you don't have blocks, find a book, and we're more worried about the length of the book than we are about the thickness. So a book that's about this height is what you need, not really worried about this height, but this one, okay? So a block on its tallest setting, which I think is about 6 to 8 inches. Okay, grab what you need. I'll meet you right here on the mat. All right, sweet friend, as we get started today, we're gonna start in our comfortable seat. So whatever that looks like for you. I have my legs stacked on top of each other, the bony part of my tailbone's on the mat, but the cushy part of my tail is on the blanket, and it helps those hips sit nice and tall. The arms are gonna come and relax in the lap. The crown of my head reaches towards the sky, and I'm making that equal sign with chin parallel to shoulders. I invite you to close your eyes or find a soft gaze if that's more comfortable in your body. And then give yourself a cleansing breath in through the nose, sigh it out through the mouth. And I want you to do that again and let that sigh out of the back of the throat have a little bit more constriction and a little bit more of an audible sound. So it would be like this. Just let it out. Let's do it again. Inhale. Really let it go. Do it 2 more times. Maybe 1 more. Nice. And then go ahead and close the mouth. Let that breath begin to move in and out through the nose. And let the breaths be nice and deep. Move that right ear over towards the right shoulder. Keep the arms just like they are, resting gently in the lap, but find that stretch through the outside of the left side of the neck. And then maybe tilt the nose up just a little bit towards the ceiling and then down towards that right collarbone. Maybe again. Bring the chin down towards the chest, and then lift the nose back up through center. Bring the left ear down to the left shoulder, hold it. Maybe lift the nose towards the ceiling, and then down towards that left collarbone. Back up, and back down. Chin comes down towards chest. And rise back up with that nose. All right, we're gonna bring the hands to the heart. So rarely do I teach a class where we really focus on making any sounds, but just for today, and maybe in days to come, but for today it feels appropriate because of the amount of stress and strain that we're all under, that we're really just holding in our bodies. Sound can be a really good way to get that out. So we're gonna Om together today. So the Om is actually Om, which is A-U-M. So there's Om. And you'll feel your sound move through that little Om through it. So let's take 2 really nice big deep breaths first together. You can keep the eyes open, crown reaches towards the ceiling, and you really want that link through the spine, but see if you can relax just a little bit through the hips. Inhale deep through the nose. Sigh it out through the mouth. Inhale again. Sigh it out. Inhale nice and deep. Let's find the Om. Om. Return to normal breath. Beautiful. You can flutter your eyes back open. Maybe just take a moment to sense and feel how you feel in your physical body after adding that into our practice. Beautiful. Maybe bring a smile to the lips. All right, we're going to take those knees. We're going to let this right knee come and stack on top of the left, or be close behind it. So if it's uncomfortable to stack and maintain some sort of upright seat, let them just fall out over to the right. Bring the hands back to the heart, lengthen through the spine. We're going to take an inhale and twist over to the left. Let the fingertips tap. Inhale through center and tap them over to the right. Just like that. If you need to extend that right leg so you feel more stable, you can do that. Keep breathing. And then the next time that you twist over to your right, towards that right knee, hold it. Hands can extend, come down to the leg, reach through the spine, and then bring the chin down towards the chest. Big stretch through that left shoulder blade. Beautiful. Inhale in the twist and bring it back towards center. Now take this right leg, if you haven't already, and extend it out to the right. Bring the hands down on either side of the hips. Tuck that chin back down towards the chest, and then squeeze the shoulder blades together. Spine is nice and tall. Inhale, lift the arms up over the head, and then exhale, twist the heart towards that right leg. We're going to go into a cold stretch here. So inhale here. And then exhale, fold forward, let those hands come down in support, and then reach the crown of your head towards that right foot. Notice if you can soften through that right kneecap and really feel into that left hip opening up for you here as well. Breathe into it, cleansing breath whenever you need. And bringing the top of the tongue to the roof of the mouth to keep you from gritting your teeth here. And then we'll slowly let those hands walk up. Let's do the same thing on the other side. So bending the knees over to the left. Hands come to the heart, reaching through the crown of the head. And just as a reminder, if this left leg needs to stay extended out, that's great. Do it. Here we go. We're going to take an inhale, twist over to the right, and take an inhale, twist over to the left. Hands extend. There's a little tap there. Stay with the breath. And then when you're ready, we're going to tap over to the right, and then we're going to hold it over to the left. So the hands come down to the leg. We're kind of moving that right shoulder forward, big stretch to that right shoulder blade. Take a fresh breath. Come back to center, and we're gonna send this left leg long, okay? So flex through that left foot, hands come to the heart, take an inhale. Move your upper body towards that left knee. We'll send the arms up, and then exhale, fold forward. Hands come on either side of that left leg just for some support. Soften through that left kneecap. Reach the crown of the head away, and bring the top of the tongue to the roof of the mouth once again to keep you from gritting your teeth. Now feel into that right low back body. Beautiful, walk the hands up. We're gonna move into table. Make sure that you're gonna be able to reach one of your blocks. We're gonna move into table, and we are gonna be here for a moment. So if the idea of having knees on the mat is just too much, you can use your blanket. So once we get here, we're gonna take one hand at a time and bring the back of the palm to the mat. Give it a little stretch, spread the fingers. You get to decide if you want more, you send the hips back. And shake out the hand. And we'll bring the other hand down so that the back of the palm is on the mat. Sending the hips back changes the stretch. Shake out the hand. Beautiful. Let's move through some cat-cow just to warm up the spine. So reach through the crown of the head, send the tailbone back, long spine, and then we'll inhale, rise up. Exhale, round it in. Last two. Beautiful. Come back into your table, grab your blocks. If you have them, if you don't, you're going to bring elbows down to the mat. But if you have the blocks, bring your elbows to the tops of the blocks. Bring the hands into prayer. The back tailbone is really rounded here. Start to sit the hips back as you stretch those arms down the blocks, and slowly let the head come between the blocks. Thumbs come to the nape of the neck. Where's that breath moving in your body? One more breath. Slowly extend the arms. Bring weight back to the shoulders, and then slowly make your way back down to hands. So you're going to keep one of these blocks. You get strong through that left hand and that left knee. And you're going to take the block and you're going to put it so that you can squeeze it in between the calf and the back of the thigh. And take an inhale, squeeze up and lower it down. One more. Beautiful. Reach back for that block, move it over to the other side, squeeze so that there's some engagement through the back of the leg, and then inhale to lift and lower. So you have to keep some engagement to keep that block from falling. Last one. Beautiful. All right, coming back to all fours, you can move the block out of the way, sway those hips side to side. I like to call it wagging the dog. And deep breath whenever you need it. And come into your stillness, curl those toes, lengthen through the spine. Inhale. Send those hips back, big stretch through the soles of the feet. Soften through the upper body. And keep those toes curled. Bring knees back under hips, and then we'll curl up into our first down dog. And pedal through those feet. You can move your blanket or knee pad out of the way. And find 2 breaths of stillness in your down dog. Beautiful. Walk your feet up to meet your hands at the top of the mat. We'll meet there together in a forward fold. We'll take an inhale halfway, find that long spine. And exhale, release back down towards the earth. Inhale here. Exhale, slow rise, making your way into your mountain. Give yourself a breath. Beautiful. Take an inhale, arms and gaze rise. And then exhale, bring those hands down in front of the heart. Keep the gaze forward. Let the gaze soften in front. And then begin to feel into the feet. Think about the posture. Think about how you're showing up in your physical body right here, right now. Beautiful. Take an inhale, send the arms and the gaze up. And then exhale, forward fold. And grab one of your blocks or that thick blanket or book, whatever you've got. And then inhale halfway. Exhale, fold it down. Inhale, rise up. Now exhale, come back into your mountain, holding your block. Beautiful. Bring the block in between your prayer hands. You're going to take an inhale, move body weight over to that left leg. And then as you do, you're going to lift this right leg right out in front of you, knee bends, right foot flexes. Bring that block to right at the top of your kneecap. And then bring that elbow right back that we did at the bottom of the mat. Bring that to the block as well. So you're squeezing the block. The left hand can come to your hip. Hold. See if you can open. Keep everything flexed through that right foot. That'll help keep some engagement in the leg. Beautiful. Bring it back to center. And let that left hand come to the block. Bring them back to prayer hands. Settle that right foot. Come back to stillness in the middle. Give yourself a breath. Inhale. Come over to that right side. When you feel ready, lift this left knee. Bring the block down to the left knee. Let the elbow come back to the block. Right hand comes to the hip. Notice how much you need to tuck the tailbone in to find that engagement and breathe. Open it to the side if you can. And let yourself reset if you need to. One side's definitely more difficult than the other. Come back to stillness in the middle, and then slowly lower down. Hands come in front of the heart, palms back on either side of the block. Give yourself that cleansing breath with an audible sigh at the end. Beautiful. All right, come back over, take an inhale. Come back over to that left side. This time bend the knee down towards the ground and find that block behind that right leg again. Squeeze through the right foot. Breathe. Tuck the tailbone in. Are you breathing? Beautiful. Reach down for the block. Bring yourself back. Palms in either side of the block. Give yourself a cleansing breath. Inhale. Over to the right. Go ahead and bend that left knee down towards the mat. Squeeze that block between the thigh and the calf. Breathe. It's all about flexing the foot and tucking in the tailbone. Beautiful. Inhale. Grab the block. Come back into stillness in the middle. Inhale, lift the arms and the gaze. Exhale, bend the knees a lot. Bring that block or that book back down towards the floor. Hands come to the mat. Side to side sway. Give it one more breath. Beautiful. Making your way back into stillness. Take an inhale. And exhale, slow rise. Coming all the way back up. Check those feet in your mountain. Bring the hands to the heart. Gaze in front of you softly. Just noticing how you're feeling in your physical body. And soften the kneecaps. Beautiful. Inhale. Bring that body weight over to the left and then step this right leg long down your mat. Bend into that left knee. Toes are out towards like 1 o'clock on that right foot. You're in your warrior one. Let's bring those arms up. Hold that beach ball. Settle it in with the shoulders. Heart is turned towards that top knee. Breathe. Inhale, straighten through that left leg. Reach back just a little bitty back bend there. And then inhale, exhale halfway forward. Reach those fingertips away, but pull the shoulders in line with the upper body. Bend this left knee, energy into the ball of the right foot. Let's make our way into warrior three. Hands come to the heart, tilt that right knee up towards the belly, lower it down, center the body and the breath in the middle, audible sigh. Inhale. Move that body weight over to the right. Lift this left foot and then step it back, finding that warrior one with a nice long stance, leaning into that right knee and then lifting the arms, finding that imaginary beach ball that you're holding there. And soften that left glute.